Welcome to Fibocan's YouTube channel. I am Prabhu KB, CEO of Fibocan. As you are aware, we are into the business of enabling wealth. We enable wealth through training, coaching, mentoring, enabling students, investors, and our clients to make their own investment decisions through our innovative investment strategies and through our comprehensive training and dynamic programs. In every video, we discuss what happened, why it happened, what will happen, why, when and how it will happen, which is why we request everyone to watch the video till the end, click the bell icon, encourage your friends and known person to subscribe. So as always, our educational videos are put in English and Tamil, 16 modules. Please watch them, encourage your known person, friends and students in the age group of 17, 18 to 25. Definitely they should watch, or anybody who is interested in financial markets and general knowledge about finance should watch that video. Today is June 3, 2023, Saturday. In this video, we will be discussing about the market performance for the week of global markets for the week of May 29 Monday till June 2nd, that is yesterday Friday. Dow, FTSE, Nasdaq, S&P, commodities, currencies, Brent and oil, everything we'll discuss. Right? As always, we will start first with the indices, the 4 indices and then CBOE VIX. Dow, let's see how it closed the month. So in this video, we will dedicate to the month and how it performed, and we will touch upon how the market performed in the last 2 days, because that has a relevance, okay? Because there is a significant movement that has happened. Dow closed the month, when I say month, May 31st, by closing at 32,910, down 0.35%. Nasdaq closed 12,935.29, up 5.86% up. S&P closed flat, formed a doji, 0.2% up, flat. FTSE closed significantly down, like more than Dow, at 7446.14, down 5.5%. So what happened? Dow in this month, in the month of May, formed a solid red candle, forming a bearish engulf. However, what it formed is that while on the face of it, if you look, it formed a solid red candle, which might be considered as negative. However, in the daily chart, it was taking support at the Bollinger lower band. It was not breaking below the Bollinger lower band the entire month of May, and it was forming good, solid, nice reversals. It was forming. That is why it took support at 50-week moving average in the month of May. At one point in time, it went below the 50, near the 50-week moving average, but once again jumped up. During that time, what happened? It even broke down briefly 200-day moving average, 100-day moving average, but again managed to, 50 and 100, and again managed to go up. So that is how it formed. Whereas Nasdaq, if you recollect, last week we didn't put, but otherwise every week we have updated that it has been a stellar performance. Nasdaq went significantly up and it formed a solid green candle. It formed a doji in the month of April. Normally what happens, if you recollect, I have reiterated many times, if the trend begins when a doji happens, then it can be a continuation pattern. Where there is a significant trend that has happened and then a doji comes, it can be an indication of a reversal. So these are all simple thumb rules, but one has to carefully watch. So that's why it formed a solid green candle and closed significantly above the 100-week moving average, which was acting as a resistance. That is why Nasdaq was a stellar outperformer. And Dow, in the last 2 days, what it did, last 2 days meaning in the month of June. If you recollect, I have always said that new month is new opening, new chapter. June, Dow made significant progress, and in the process, it has decisively taken out the 100-week moving average on Friday. In fact, Friday it jumped up by 2%. It formed a solid green candle. Why? Because the debt ceiling, which was a deadlock has been removed and it has been extended by 2 years. And the US banking crisis is more or less now controlled. Ukraine war is a daily event, so hence no, it is going to have a little impact in market. And fourth, and the biggest one, it seems the Fed might have a pause in the upcoming FOMC meeting or even in the next meeting also, which are all indicating positive signs. Hence there is definitely an exuberant scene. When we come to Nasdaq, as I said, significantly it moved up in the month of May after forming doji in April, and again in the last 2 days, once again it jumped up significantly, and in the process, it's a beautiful uptrend. It's a delight to watch. And the bands are going like this, the price is going along like this. It's a delight to watch. If somebody is a technical analysis, he or she will appreciate what I am saying. It's a delight. It's a lovely sight to watch when stocks either go up or down that way. And of course, only few stocks are taking the indices up, Nasdaq, but notwithstanding that, the indices is performing superbly. Anybody who is investor in index or index funds would have definitely got handsome rewards. S&P, it closed the month, when I say month, May month, 4179.83, flat. It formed a doji. After doji, what happened? Again, it just started, the rally started, because April it formed a solid green candle, then it formed a doji. That means the journey has just started. So if a doji happens there, doji is an indecision. The moment they decide to go, they will go significantly in that direction. So what happened? In the 2 days of June, it formed a significant solid green candle, and again Friday, fantastic move in all the global markets. Thereby, it also took out decisively the 100-week moving average, which was acting as a major hurdle for all the three indices. Now, Nasdaq is well above it. Dow and S&P has managed to close above, I would say decisively. I mean, the coming weeks will tell, but the kind of closure it has formed, and also in the 2 days itself, it has taken out the previous month's high, that is May month high, which means it is on a significant uptrend. So hence the global markets are on fire. There is no doubt about it. FTSE, on the other hand, it closed at 7446.14, down 5.4%. Though it was down 5.4%, it formed a bearish angle, very big red candle. But once again, no, they're like FTSE, the 50-day moving average was holding as a support, and it's now like bouncing beautifully. And in fact, in this month, with this momentum, I expect FTSE to form a bullish angle or bullish harami, big bullish harami in this month. Already the signs are visible in the first 2 days of June. So with all these things, we expect a significant uptrend in global markets, particularly in Nasdaq, and Dow also is going to join. Till now in the year, we will just touch upon the year, how it has happened. Dow is flat or 0.7% down, while Nasdaq is 23.6% up in the year, calendar year. That is, calendar year meaning January 1, 2023 till 31 May or till 31 May 2023. I have not taken yesterday's close rate because the month was 2 days before. So if you see 23.6%, and S&P is around 9% up, while FTSE remained flat. Of course, for May, if I would have taken in the June yesterday's close, Dow would have been positive, FTSE is positive. So with all these things, we expect global markets in a rally, big rally. It's on fire. That is what the bottom line is. Next is CBOE VIX, which is at around 14.5 levels. It's hovering there. As I had told, in the monthly, it is significantly going down. It formed a small green candle. Now in the 2 days of June, it has formed a red candle. Weekly, it has formed a solid red candle, and daily it is drifting down. With all these things, with volatility very low and markets are on fire, it is going to be merry for bulls in the immediate short term. Dollar index. Dollar index, as you know, dollar index has and its components. We will see everything. First, we will see the closing rates. Dollar index closed at 104.245, 2.8% up. While if dollar index moves up, I have always told in my video that Euro versus USD and GBP USD will fall. That's why this is going. It's like a seesaw. So Euro USD 1.0688, 3% down, while GBP USD 1.2437, 1.1% down. USD JPY, it will mimic dollar index. So it has gone up 3.6% at 139.34, 2.2%. Okay, dollar index up by 2.8%, Euro USD down 2.3%, GBP USD down 1%, USD GPY up 2%. Always our interest, USD INR, that closed at 82.680, 1.2% up. Now let's go to the analysis part of it. So dollar index, if you recollect, I had said that in the beginning of this month onwards, last month itself, the fall in April is going to be short-lived, and May we are going to have a good up move. That is what precisely it happened. Because if you recollect, I told that the 200-day moving average, 150-day moving average, 100-day moving, 200 month, 100-month moving average, all were somewhere between 98 to 100 levels and 97 to 99 levels, which is going to act as a very strong support, and it will not go below that. Anyone can watch my videos, last 2-3 weeks videos, you will hear what I said. Precisely that is what had happened. It took solid support and formed a solid bullish engulf, green color candle, big solid green candle, bullish engulf, closing above the exponential moving average and also the Bollinger middle band. In the process, what happened? If this has to go, obviously the other two components, other three actually, other two should go down and the third one should go up. What are the other two? We have taken out of the 5 only 3. Okay, Euro USD, what happened? It formed a solid red candle and closed below the Bollinger middle band and exponential moving average in the monthly chart. In the case of GBP versus USD, it relatively formed a better candle, but formed a red candle, managed to stay above the exponential moving average. However, the trend, what is happening? Dollar index is now below the 200-day moving average. It is above all the moving averages in the monthly chart, and in the case of weekly chart, it is 50 is here, 100 is here. The price is in between oscillating. So that's the only thing. Whereas GBP, Euro versus USD and GBP by USD, the 50-day moving average is acting as a resistance. When we now move to USD JPY, it is at 139 levels, which I said. It second month in succession, it formed a solid green candle, and it is just a continuation pattern. In the process, it is well above all the moving averages in all time frames. Any time frame you take, be it daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly also, any time frame, it's on a solid up move. So with this kind of up move, dollar index, if you recollect, I had said that 100 levels cannot be broken down. That is what had happened. Next is USD INR, which is our interest, right? We as an Indians, definitely we are interested to know what will happen. USD INR 82.680. So what happened? It formed a small but solid green candle. So if you recollect, I had said that it is forming a rounding pattern. Normally, when a rounding pattern happens, there are only two things that can happen. Either it will break below that significantly, or if there is a continuation, it will jump up significantly and go. So what had happened? It formed a solid green candle in May. Now in the last 2 days, it has formed a small red candle. But in the weekly chart, it has the type of candles it has formed in the last 2 weeks. It indicates that next week we are going to have a big up move in dollar in USD INR, which means INR will lose value against USD next week significantly, and USD is going to once again resume its upward journey against INR. That is what is going to happen. So hence, it is an unfortunate news, but that's the reality. That is what we are in. US 10-year treasury yield. 10-year treasury yield at 3.646, jumped up by 6.2% in this month. If you recollect, from the month of April onwards, we have been telling that the 50-week moving average was kind of, it went below that for a brief moment, then it came up and it was staying above that for many weeks, for a few weeks at least. So now what happened? It formed a solid green candle in this month, and in the process, it has closed above the Bollinger middle band and the exponential moving average in the monthly chart. As far as daily chart is concerned, it is weekly chart is concerned, it is on a up move. In the daily chart, of course, yesterday it formed a solid green candle and moved up, but overall, the 50-week moving average below which it came down, but now it is above that, is acting as a fantastic support for it. and now in the process it is now above all the moving averages in the daily chart. Of course it is well above the all the moving averages in the monthly chart as well. So that means don't expect it to go down below these 3.2 levels or anything in the short term. That's not going to happen if anybody is thinking. Next is Brent and NYMEX. Brent and NYMEX is very interesting. Brent closed at 72.14 for the month. I'm telling, I'm not talking of yesterday. Of course I'll be covering up on last 2 days how it touched, but I am primarily covering the monthly. So how the month it performed for the month of May. 72.14 Brent closed for the month of May, and NYMEX at 68.09, both falling nearly 9.5% to 11.5%, roughly around 10% fall it happened. But take it from me, this is going to be the last month that it is falling, or even if at all anything happens this month, in the month of June, it is going to go up, or even if there is some fall in July, that will be the end of fall. I'm telling, that is the end of fall. I repeat. Why? Because third time in succession, first in the first week of March, it came down to the 200 week moving average, which is nothing but 200 week is what? 4 years average. And in the yearly chart, in the monthly chart, 50-month moving average. So which is again 4 years. So it came close to there. From there it bounced beautifully. It has formed the third reversal. So though it formed a solid red candle in the month of May and falling around 10% in May, it is going to be the end of fall for Brent and NYMEX. From here on, it is going to go up unless otherwise something dramatic happens. The reason is very simple, because now if it has to break the 50-month, below which the only support available is 100-month moving average. 200-month is above. In the case of weekly, it is, I said that 200 week. Below that is 50 week. If that is also broken down, then I mean it can fall down to any level, but that's not going to happen. So which is not a good sign from Indian perspective, but I expect already in the first 2 days it has formed a beautiful reversal. In the process, in the month of June, it has formed a solid green candle, a bearish harami till now, but it has potential to form a bullish engulf in the month of June, which means it can cover the previous month, and that means 10% appreciation is possible in the month of June. That is what we are expecting technically. I am sure this video on the technical analysis and the levels is going to help you enhance your knowledge, improve your investment making decisions. Please discuss with your investment advisor and take appropriate decision. Thank you very much.